Like, how many times have you been to a playtest up in Canada here? I think it's like 4 or 5 times or something like that.
4 or 5.
Yeah, 4 or 5-ish, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Lucky, bro.
What about you?
1.
1?
Yep, my first time here.
First time here, so you didn't actually...
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. So we're going to be taking a look at Escalation 2.0, which is going to be a little bit different than what you guys have played before. You know, like, Escalation's a game that kind of mixes, you know, territory control with a lot of slaying. We've taken that foundation and we've just tried to make lives matter in a much more deep way, right? So to bring kind of a feeling of...
Están haciendo que las vidas cuenten más, o sea que...
Escalation was always built with
Que no haces un retard, casi te está diciendo ese güey. Que tu vida valga, que no te lances como idiota.
You know, it achieved all those things, but it's become a little bit stale. And in Gears 5, we sort of upped all those elements. Communication is critical. Strategy is critical. Coaches sort of, you know, guiding the teams through a match is going to be a bigger thing. It all empowers that sort of feeling that we started with Gears 4, and in Gears 5 it's going to be so much more strategic and deep.
Oh, new weapons.
There are new weapons, yeah.
The machine pistols. And the machine pistols are sort of an upgrade over the snub, where it's very short range, but fires really fast.
The snub is sort of a staple of Gears of War, and it's, you know, one shot, it's very accurate. The machine pistol is sort of almost like the opposite of that, where it shoots like a lot of rounds. You can hold it down for automatic fire. The recoil is insane, but if you're close to someone, like, you're doing like an immense amount of damage.
And while it's not exactly for the competitive scene, we brought like a favorite multiplayer feature, which is kill cam. So
like when I play, and I play guys that are good like you guys, you know, I just get killed. I just go around a corner and I get killed, and I'm like, what the hell happened? And oftentimes, like, I want to throw my controller and I'm like, there's no way, like, the game doesn't support that, there's no way they killed me. But seeing the kill cam, I'm gonna be like, all right.
Va a haber kill cam, homies, ¿ya vieron?
And I get to learn from that, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah, kill cam.
Even us learn, because this guy kills me a lot, so I'd like to see how he's killing me inside a game. That'll be good for old people like me.
Yeah.
So. You upped everybody's responsibility. I like it a lot.
It's really another level. We can't actually wait to have you guys play.
So I think that's enough talking about the game mode. Let's go and play it, all right?
I'm ready to go.
Sounds good.
Good luck, bro.
Y'all hear me? I need some comms. Who's the IGL? Let me know. Come on, bro. No, we're not losing. We don't lose, Jim. We don't lose, bro.
Oh, we should pick positions.
I'm about to get cooked.
Let's get this game started.
No, ve los mapas, homies, ve los mapas. Es lo que ya anunciaron, ¿no?
So before you spawn, anybody that's in back spawn, like a support spawn, can hit Y to change their grenades if they want to. They can pick between smoke and flash. So the flashbang's a new grenade inside Gears.
What happens is when you throw the smoke grenade and it lands, it sort of detonates and a sort of concussion, like concussive blow goes out, and players get stunned. It's like the stunning is really powerful because you can make sure that, you know, a player doesn't hit his shots or can't even take shots for a little while. But it's always in smoke, right? And so you end up playing in smoke a lot because it's so impactful having stunned players. And so what we've done with Gears 5 is we've taken the smoke and sort of just made it its own thing.
And now we have split them into 2 and improved both.
You can take a smoke grenade to ensure that somebody can't see what you're doing, but if you want to stun them, which is you know, if you're attacking a point or something like that, you can take
the stun, homies. Va a haber stun y va a haber flashback. Va a haber una de stun y otra de humo, homies.
Can we get the game started? Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Mid house, dude, mid that mid's a little bit weird. I'm down mid. I'm down. I got nice. Get me 19, get me. Actually, have 3 mid.
I got one. Oh my
Nice
god.
shot. Did you see that?
Oh well.
Oh, right there.
You said how you can upgrade weapons because they start with low ammo?
Upgrades are picks, so everything's a pick. What you can do is you can either choose to make it respawn faster or give it more ammo. So they picked a flashbang, and so now it's actually a cursor selection. So now you vote between smoke and flash.
So the sort of team captain gets to choose the slot that you're gonna adjust, and then everybody votes on the one thing that they want. So if the team is really coordinated and communicating, they'll all sort of vote the same thing. But if they're not, then you might see people go like, no, I want this one, no, I want that one, and then like they'll be sort of arguing it out a little bit.
When people first start picking
Va a estar
early
bien
rounds, they don't
extraño
actually
esa
pick
nueva
the most powerful
escalation, güey.
weapons. They're not allowed to. So on the next pick, they can upgrade that into a more powerful weapon, like a precision rifle or a submachine gun. And then from there, what they can do is upgrade it into a power weapon with a third pick.
The things you have access to are the center line and your half.
Okay.
Except there's one little nuance. You can choose to deny a slot to the enemy team on their territory. It won't spawn anymore for 3 rounds. But after those three rounds, it comes back.
Okay.
So you better hit A quick on which one you want.
And
So
you can place it like anywhere?
yeah, so they're placing it like basically on their secondary, close to spawn.
Más o menos, güey, algo que vas a... Tienes como, puedes elegir si quieres aumentar, no sé, ahí vi que puedes aumentar las balas de tu equipo, o si quieres que en tu lado del mapa respawnes con algo. O también puedes darle upgrade, algo que puedes poner un humo o un flashback. Y después de eso le puedes dar upgrade para poner otra cosa. Pero es en el lado de tu mapa, güey.
Yeah, you guys just crossed 200, but just make sure you don't get 3 capped here. Gotta get in a ring.
We got one. I got one down. Somebody has to cap that up.
I died in our house. Our house was
Es medio extraño, ¿no? Se ve como Gears 4, pero como con... No sé, se ve que el mono corre diferente.
So you can see on the top left, like how many like respawns you've got.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm doing it. That first decap.
Eso es lo que vamos a jugar, homies. En la beta, más o menos.
Nice job.
Nice. I'm doing it.
Bro.
Let's go. Easy mode. Let's go.
So every round you get like 1 extra life. So there you are down to 2. Like if you burn them all up, then like literally you just get 1.
I didn't even think to look at that.
Yeah, I know. Like when you're choosing to spawn, like right now you're choosing to like deplete your lives, right?
O sea, puedes elegir si quieres una vida extra, porque si pierdes te quitan una vida. Es lo que estoy entendiendo. Puedes elegir también vidas extras.
Like active up here.
I know. Yeah, it's a different way of thinking about it.
I'm rotating back to our hill. I'm gonna have shots from our middle side.
Whoever 17 is low.
One on your left, on your left, on your left, on your left.
Oh, I might die.
I'm in the help.
Otro mono, vean ese Velocus, está bien raro, ¿no? Vean ese como con pelo, como
I'm
Scorch
gonna
con
play
pelo.
Turtle. That's what this is.
For which, like, we do a calculation of which team will win if it continues like this.
Yeah,
right?
I've been paying attention to that.
Yeah, so like for their, like once it's like.
¿Ya vieron que es 250, ya no es 210?
Like obviously you can affect it,
Yeah.
and if it goes like if you swing it around, it'll go away, but it'll tell you like a countdown, like we're winning. So you don't have to do like the mental like calculation anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I've liked that. It's helped me through this right now.
Right. Also, when you're in TACOM, if you bring up TACOM right now, you can see how many lives each of the other team has. Your team and the other team has, yeah. So if you see someone who's low and you're like, holy, like if we could just like eliminate one, like you can go for that.
Okay.
I got a third one in this house. But like we have one of them.
Bro, I have one shot in my home. Oh, he cut back.
Did you see the little dots like on the screen? Do you see the little dots on the screen when you're getting hit? Can you actually tell? Like, can you read them right now?
I can. Like, especially when he went wide on me.
Yeah.
And I hit him with that the second shot. I could tell his body language changed because my full spread hit him.
Right.
I seen it.
Yeah. You can actually see. You can actually see the times now on all the respawns. So like if you can actually tell like when snipes
Está
come.
medio
I seen
extraño.
it said 6, I think.
Yeah, it was 6 seconds. So snipes up. Okay, yeah, there you go. They just got it.
All right, I'm up.
I got long grenades. They have.
Kill Marcus. Marcus dies.
All right.
I got hit by snipe.
He's been on like 5 lives ever since he went to 0.
¿Ya vieron arriba a la derecha cómo aparecen las vidas? 4 de 5.
So here you're picking, you get to vote between, because they're upgrading the grenades, it's now like the Marksa, Hammerburst, or Incense. So pick which one you want. So then your team placed an instant there.
But I'm still getting used to it, because sometimes I feel like I'm not hurt, but then I really am like full red because it's coming in this way.
You get like, as you're getting shot, there's like new indicators kind of showing you where you're getting shot from. So like, sort of watch for those. It's like the omen will start to kind of show up a little earlier than the creep comes in. And so if you just watch for the hits, you kind of get a better feel for.
O sea, está extraño el modo de juego, güey, no lo entiendo bien. ¿Ya vieron lo del mapa abajo? ¿Y el mapa?
You have no lives, Kenny?
Oh yeah, no,
you have no
I'm
lives?
Like I used all my lives.
Yo, Kenny, are you okay? You got destroyed. I'm sorry. Bad.
How many lives do you end up with there, Kenny?
Me, bro. Just know it. You know it, bro.
How many lives do you end up with there?
It's bad.
Can you guys put the claw down on the center line? Yeah, there's bandstand. Just put the claw down in the center line, please.
Está bien raro que puedas poner un dropshot de tu lado y esas
The
cosas.
Swarm has been around now for a little while. They've made their own weapon and they made
Una
the
arma,
claw.
familia.
And it's big, powerful, frightening, but it's also a little janky. Like, it's the Swarm that are making it. They're not the best engineers. It has like an inverse accuracy on it, so if you're shooting and you hold down the button, it actually gets more and more accurate. But then that sort of Swarm engineering comes into play where if you hold it for too long, it sort of starts like coughing a little bit, goes like, and the spread goes all over the place and it goes slower, and like the kick gets harder to manage, and then you have to like let go and then start again to sort of get that sphere again. And so it's a very powerful weapon, but there's a little depth in it in like really controlling the accuracy and getting the most out of it.
I want hands. I'm shooting behind him, Marcus. Down.
Coming, you guys. Behind us. Let's see the guy behind us.
Did you ever get somebody on the ground? Just
That was elimination.
Oh yeah, there you go. Eliminated. You were completely eliminated.
Qué raro, locos.
It was an elimination victory. So there's a new like winning condition now, which is if you wipe the whole team before they can respawn, you win the round.
Automatic.
Yeah, we call it an elimination victory. It's just like the team's.
Si matas a todos antes de que vean. Si matas a todos antes de que puedan respawnear, ganas la ronda sin tener que hacer trick up ni nada.
So we cut it short.
There's 2 on E.
I have a kill. Oh yeah, nades out.
So if I have 4 respawns, right, and I spawn up at the end of the round, and then it ends, like I lost that respawn now, right? Like I'm not going up to 5.
Yeah, I have to really manage it. Like that end moment, especially when you're like, holy shit, like you have to make that call, like, can I run there and get, like, actually impact this fight? Or should I hang back?
Yeah, so now it's actually down, like, escalation used to go up for the respawn timer, now it's down, so it's actually 10 seconds. So it's gonna go fast.
Well, we had like no spawn, so we gotta, hit some shots. Right here, man.
Game point.
I couldn't even hear you if you was pushing.
Nice job.
Done.
So on behalf of the whole coalition, we'd thanks everybody for coming out to the playtest. I know it's Saturday and there's other things you could be doing, but we really appreciate you coming out. See you later.
Yeah, so developers,
but we
so
get
much.
to keep you guys around. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Later.
So now that you've played the latest version of Gears, we'd love to hear your thoughts.
Oh man, I feel like it's a whole different game for me since my playstyle is kind of very fast or whatever or whatnot, and my movement is too fine. But I mean, it's just way different than Gears of War 4. To be honest.
Well, I mean, that's a great start. I mean, we've tried to make it, feel very Gearsy, feel very part of the legacy, but still feel very new. So that's really good news to us that it feels very different, but hopefully it still feels like Gears.
I also like how you have 5 lives or respawns. That's actually pretty cool.
I think you both ran out of lives at some point.
Did you as well?
No, I don't think I had 1 life.
One life left, managing that one set.
I was staying.
I ran out of lives so
Getting
fast.
1-0.
I was going through it by round 4 or 5. It was not fun.
So that first half, playing your Gears 4 play style, and then you adapted in the second half. How did the sort of limited lives make you think differently about how you were playing?
not having infinite lives off of respawn just changes your whole thought process. And when I was coming off respawn, I need to think like, you know, do I want to use my respawn here? Do I want to go into like a heavier fight location? Do I want to play more aggressive because of my lives? It just made me think about, you know, a lot of things based on how many lives I had. And towards the end of that game, the other team was running out of lives. So we knew that, like, because I had like 4 or 5 lives at that point, and they were down to like 1 or like nothing, I knew that I could kind of just be aggressive and force them to kind of outskill me and get the kills like that.
You ran out of lives, like early and before like first half. A few of you guys' team was low, and we'd see the opposite. Like,
o sea, como solamente están enseñando algo, está muy, o sea, ¿qué les puedo decir yo ahorita que lo estoy viendo? O sea, se ve raro. No lo hemos jugado, tenemos que probarlo.
4 lives, 3, and we're all like playing. We're like, okay, we still got this, but we just can't die. Like, you just can't.
Like, I was so careless throughout that first half, and when I was like out of lives, like.
O sea, se ve raro, y lo raro es que esté, o sea, está padre que esté raro porque es diferente, ¿sabes? Es lo padre que es algo diferente. Imagínense que nos hubieran dado Gears 4 igualito.
That's like missing in Gears 4, and I'm happy it's in this one because, like you said before, like there's such a big complaint about just kind of like carelessly playing, and that lives factor alone just makes you have to think more and makes you care a lot more than you did before. So I like it a lot.
Awesome. It's one game. It's going to be a little bit hard to tell from a single game, but how did you feel about each side getting to pick?
I liked it a lot, but for me, at first it was kind of confusing because you were standing behind me and I was like kind of like lost a bit. I'm not gonna lie, but I started getting used to it, and I liked how you could place a weapon on your side of your choice, and it's just all strategy. Like I said before, it's just pretty dope how you could place a snipe on my side, they'll place a drop on their side, and you could it's not an X, what did you guys call it again?
A denial.
A denial X on their side. I think.
O sea, les puedes poner una X también en su lado.
I think we did it to them on drop.
On our drop shot.
On our drop, yeah. Even though we should have did it on the claw, because that gun is just, that gun is
strong.
Very strong, yeah.
That's my big consensus, like in my head from playing, is just it's so weird. Like there's a lot to take in, but just the way like the Gears of War is being played is just so much different, and I enjoy it more because it's not just the fighting in smokes or, you know, just head downing with a shotgun. I found myself again taking a lot more time and learning to just be, you know, more intellectual with my gameplay, which is, you know, what I've been asking for a while. So I'm very happy with that. It's like it's fun is the best way to probably put it.
What about for you?
It was just fun to play, to be honest. I just liked the game.
It just felt slower, which for me is
more natural.
More natural. It feels normal. It feels like, I don't want to say it feels more.
Está bien, homies. A mí me gusta mucho lo de las vidas porque eso te hace pensar más. O sea, ya no va a haber gente en igualadas. No sé si les ha tocado en Escalation que va y con su Nashor y le vale verga si se muere.
Playing for that long, I've picked up playing through different.
Tienes que pensarlo más. ¿Saben? O sea, no puedes salir y dices, ah, arrochó ahí, me muero y ya. Y vuelvo a salir. O sea, tus vidas cuentan.
We work on a game for, you know, over 2 years, almost 3 years, and it's something so special to see people outside the studio play it for the first time. And everybody here is super excited. I'm like incredibly excited to see the highest level of competitive play in our game.